Hey everyone, welcome back. Common Denominator. Just finished. Actually, I'm still in the middle of listening to this interview, and I had to stop it. I literally had to stop and do this recording because it was good. It was really good and completely unexpected. I'm a fight fan, UFC, boxing. I love fights. I'm here watching an interview with Paulie Malignaggi and Schaub. Schaub he's on the right. He used to be in the UFC. Paulie Malignaggi used to be a pro boxer. He helped train Conor McGregor for the Mayweather fight. Okay, so the conversation is about black athletes of in the past who were more visible in the public, who were getting more sponsorships, and who were getting a lot of money through advertising, and who were accepted by the mainstream. Go ahead and listen in.
You don't see these guys in commercials, really. You see them here and there.
We got Canelo and Tecate.
You got Canelo and Tecate.
That's probably going to go.
And you got, Ray Leonard is still getting endorsements because of his stardom. And he had the K-Swiss commercial recently, K-Swiss sneakers.
Really?
Yeah, so like Ray Leonard in a K-Swiss commercial with the sneakers.
What's fascinating to me, and I was talking to an agent this week at my house about it, I can't believe Deontay Wilder doesn't have more mainstream sponsors. You're talking about heavyweight champion of the world.
Yeah.
Was he 40-0, 39 knockouts?
Mm-hmm.
He speaks well. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
Great story.
And people are going to go with the race card here. And I'll tell you why it's not the race card. And I'm going to it's going to be a little controversial. People are going to come. I'll tell you why. For me, Sugar Ray Leonard had all the endorsements in the world, and he was black, right? Then comes obviously Mike Tyson and Oscar De La Hoya.
So did O.J. Simpson, remember?
No.
I'm saying,
OJ. Yeah,
I know where you're going with this.
What I'm going to blame is what's going to be controversial.
I know where you're going.
The thing that I'm going to blame is controversial for the changeover. The thing I'm going to blame is and people are going to think, oh no, the black athlete could always be marketed regardless, because Sugar Ray, like I said, had a 7-Up commercial in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? And he's to this day, he's the darling, he's the media darling, because you have to know how to play your cards, right? But today, who could have been the Sugar Ray? I think an Andre Ward could have been the Sugar Ray. Maybe he's not as personable, but he's fighting style, Olympic gold medalist, whatever.
He's not as likable, is he? There's something there.
He's more private. But here's the problem. And I'm a hip-hop fan. But for me, hip-hop made the black athlete change the viewpoint. Because unless now you act like a hip-hopper, you're not getting, like, even black people aren't really supporting you like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll call you a sellout and whatnot if you're too proper. You know what I'm saying? But being proper is basically etiquette. It's not a white-black thing. It's just etiquette. You know what I'm saying? So, but hip-hop, at first, a necessary tool to the revolt, to everything else, but now it's pushed to the point where people will only pay attention if you're an in-your-face kind of guy, if you're a revolt kind of guy, if you're that kind of guy. So the athlete, the black athlete that is just likable and personable. Like, for me, Deontay's personable. He's getting mad now. He's getting angry now. I think it's more frustration than anything else. I think Deontay,
in your face. Like,
he is now because he's frustrated. Because I guarantee you, because I know my social media page, I can't even imagine what Wilder's social media page must look like. His TL must look horrible. You know what I'm saying? So he's probably getting pissed left and right because he wants all the big fights and he's not getting it and all that other good stuff, you know? But I think, unfortunately, the image of what blackness, and maybe I don't have a right to talk about this, blackness is, like, people don't hang on to you the way they should anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like because Leonard was loved by white America, black America, Hispanic America. I mean, everybody loves Sugar Ray Leonard.
So was OJ,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so was OJ, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I know Jay-Z came out with the whole, OJ, you were still black. OJ didn't get blamed because he was black, bro. OJ got blamed because he committed a crime. You know what I'm saying? Let's face it. OJ paid the price. Like, OJ being black had nothing to do with him having his life ruined, okay? Yeah. White people have their life ruined too when they commit crimes, okay? So that whole argument is out the window, and it's moronic to even bring it up. OJ was loved. Ray Leonard was loved and is still loved because he hasn't done anything wrong. He's still loved. Like I said, current boxers can't get commercials. Ray Leonard had a K-Swiss commercial recently. You know what I'm saying? Like, I meet Ray Leonard. He's so classy. He's a personification of class.
I know.
There's nobody can dislike him, white or black.
Don't you think Deontay Wilder just needs that big mainstream fight? Because, like, for us,
he needs a mainstream fight, but he's getting a lot of knockouts. Yes.
Okay, so I want to give a little commentary on that. I think I think Paulie has an excellent point. I've been meaning to do a video on this, just kind of breaking down the the way hip hop is viewed. Now, check this out. Let me just give you a quick example. We have two people. One guy, he dresses, he's got baggy jeans on, a big baggy shirt. Yet he's a college student. He's got a job. He's a good kid. He just likes hip hop. We have another guy who's got baggy jeans on. He's got a big shirt on, but he's a criminal. He's got a criminal record. We know as African Americans and for others who are listening that there are people who look identical but have two different lives. You know, one person can be a complete lowlife and be committing armed robberies, home invasions, bank robberies. The other person could just be a fan of the music. He has the hair, he has the speech, but he's really not about that life. Now, here's the problem. The problem is that white America can't distinguish the two. They can't distinguish the two. They see them as the same. Someone made a really good point the other day. I was listening to videos during one of the, highly publicized police shootings. The Why don't you ever see black doctors and lawyers and pharmacists and teachers getting shot, and killed by police? Why is it that you never see this? Why is it always people who look a certain way in the community? There's this thing the black police chief in Philadelphia where that Starbucks incident just happened. He was talking about implicit bias. There's a bias towards black men, and mainly when you look a certain way, is what the theory is. Some people want to say, well, you shouldn't judge anybody by how they look, and that's true. But the problem is, it's really difficult for people to tell people apart when they're dressed the same, when they have the same hairstyles, when they look just like the rappers. And rappers don't have a great image. A lot of rappers are violent. They're ex-cons, ex-drug dealers. Look at Jay-Z. Half the Wu-Tang Clan used to sell. A lot of all these rappers whose name starts with little, face tattoos and different things. A lot of them have been to jail. A lot of them, you don't know who is who. A lot of them look like gangsters. They look no different than gangsters. So the problem is we have a blending of the professional athletes and the hip hop community. And once that has happened, that's what happened to basketball to some extent. You have your Allen Iversons of the world and people that look like him, tattoos everywhere, the same hairstyles, the same look that the thugs would have. You got a lot of clean cut guys in basketball too now. It's different now. I think 10 years ago it was a little bit different. But a lot of guys emulate and are friends with the hip hop community to the point in where they look like them. They're friends with them. They party with these guys and they become one and the same. Look at the black dudes who play baseball. You don't see these guys going to jail and getting tased by the police like the other day. This football player just got tased and put in the back of a cop car. You don't see that happening. There's a lot of black baseball players, but it just doesn't happen because baseball is not affiliated with the hip hop community. It's just not affiliated. Barry Bonds is not affiliated. All these star black players are not affiliated with the hip hop community. They're not, Derek Jeter and all these people. They're not affiliated. So this affiliation, this look, is where the problem is. That's why I've always called for a separation. You got to separate yourself from this. You can be a fan of hip hop, but you don't have to look like them. You got to separate yourself. You know, we have to understand how stereotyping works. Anyway, this is a big conversation. I don't really have time to get into it fully right now, but let me know your thoughts. I'll see you guys in the comments. Common denominator. Peace.